We now have with us Mr. Manjunath TR. I would like to introduce him. He is a graduate in statistics and postgraduate in computer science from Bangalore University. He has more than 35 years experience in IT industry in India, USA, and Middle East. His softwares, Net Solutions, and IT Technosphere specializes in human capital application for the past several decades. The group has more than 350 clients in 30 countries, around 30 countries. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
First, let me thank the organizers and say hello to fellow panelists and others. The technology, the challenges faced by the HR department at this point of time is talent acquisition, then talent management and talent retention. So this is the common thing for the HR department they face day in and day out in any industry. It may not be only in the healthcare, but any industry. This is a major problem or the challenges faced by the HR department. Now the technology helps you to overcome this in many ways. Now, many of you must have heard a lot of things about AI, machine learning, robotic process automation, etc. Now, I'll briefly tell you how these technology will help you in improving or enhancing your capability in talent acquisition, talent retention, and in general, managing the entire HR department. The Captain Nair was specifying about the scheduling. Let's take a simple example of scheduling the nurses. Now, this can be, there are some mundane works which can be taken over by some of the tools which technology offers to you. One is called the robotic process automation. So which can, given the guidelines, whatever the guidelines specified by you, that we can program these as a robotic process automation. And once the parameter is given, for example, you say there are so many patients in the particular department. So based on that, based on the parameters which you have specified, the number of nurses required for critical care or general care, all these parameters taken into consideration, it can give you a view saying that this many nurses have to be there in these stations. So this can be fine-tuned by you based on various circumstances, availability of nurses, any exigency you have within that day. So all these things can be managed. Now, once the data is available over a period of time, the artificial intelligence and machine learning can come as a very important thing for you. Now, artificial intelligence and machine learning, what it does is it understands the past scenarios and it can prompt you saying that in the past, these things have happened. For a human to keep track of these things within the sphere of the department is quite tough. So the machine learning helps you to, machine learning will help the department to analyze the past scenarios which have happened, and it will prevent you if there is some shortcomings. It can warn you in advance saying that these are the things which can go wrong in the current circumstances. Now for this, we need a data over a period of time. So machine will start learning and then it will start guiding you over a period of time. Now these things can be implemented over a period of time. Now before going into that, you need to understand what are the things required in the HR space, the basic data of the employees, the basics, the rules and all the labor laws, everything else can be specified in the system. And you can start using the system over a period of time. You can then process these things using any of the tools like I said, robotic process automation or machine learning or artificial intelligence. The advantage of having this kind of setup is, one is it works 24/7. There is no absenteeism. the system will work at the back end, and there are no sick leave, holidays, nothing will be there. The system will keep working at the background, taking the data which was available in the past and analyzing the current data and matching it with the past and specifying what are the things which can go wrong and how to correct these things. And also it can proactively say that what are the changes which can happen in the system. So if you have seen the Excel sheet presented by Captain Nair, it was so complex. So they take a lot of time to analyze these. So some of the mundane work in the Excel sheet can be performed by the system. So it can be performing at the back end. I'm not saying many of them may be subjective. So only the subjective elements you may have to address, but otherwise mundane things like filling up the columns and etc. can be done by the system. So which will improve the productivity of the person who's going to do the staff allocation or duty rostering. So in many ways, this is one of the things when it comes to performance appraisal. So performance appraisal now it is a continuous process. Gone are the days where you're going to analyze the employee's performance quarterly, yearly, or end of the year. Now, you can do a continuous process and the system can keep prompting you, yes, this performance is not good. What are the corrective measures to take place? So you say the training programs have to undergo, the employee has to undergo, these are the training programs he has to undergo. The system can prompt, then system can monitor. If you have a third-party system of training, or in the beginning of the session, we saw a video of training programs. So from there, that information can flow back to the HRIS system, where the process of those outcome of the training programs can be monitored within the HRIS system. Now we have developed a comprehensive system wherein we can do a resume screening and candidate shortlisting using the robotic process automation. Then onboarding activities can be taken over by the robotic process, where all the checklists can be monitored by the robots, and it can prompt what are the ticks which are not taken place within the onboarding process. Then induction and training program also can be done using the robotic process automation. The trainings can be classroom trainings, it can be an e-learning, it can be a third-party learning. So all these things can be integrated into one system, and you can analyze all those things within the application. The duty rostering is a very major thing, which is very time consuming, and it is prone to change every hour. So every hour you may be changing the duty roster. So these things can be avoided, provided you have the whole data, which can be analyzed by the system, and it can prompt you saying that these are the things where you have to take care. So, and also, for example, you take an exit management. So end of the exit management, how do you analyze the data? So all the reasons for the exit management can be analyzed by the system and say, these are the things which in the past have been the issues. We can correct these things or improve or enhance these the points which are raised by the exit, the person who is leaving the company. Now, there are several modules within the HR space where you can use the robotic process automation, starting from recruitment, the employee data management, then training module, time and attendance, payroll, then self-service. The employee self-service module can again be a very, very good tool where the employees can keep track of his own activities within the organizations, its own performance. And these things can be published. These analytical reports can be published to the employee saying how was his performance, his peer reviews. All these things can be put as part of the self-service module where the employees continuously keeps monitoring his own performance. If there is a succession planning or a career progression defined for an employee. So these things can be a part of the self-service module where the employee knows what is going to be his career progression. To achieve that, what are the training programs he has to undergo? So once he undergoes those training programs, it automatically gets updated into his self-service module. So then if there are any projects related timesheets, if the employees has to file the timesheets, they can do it through the self-service module. Then coming to the performance appraisal, like I said, there can be many ways you can do the performance appraisal. And all this put together, we can analyze the data and we can have several analytical reports, which will help the management to increase the productivity of the employees. See, in any organization, the main area of concern for the management is the HR. So they are the backbones for any industry, not only for the hospitals, hospitality, any industry which is going to be. Now, how we are going to manage this is through these modules where you have the recruitment, training, time and attendance, performance appraisal. So if you're not going to analyze this, then it is it is of no use. So what you have to do is any of this technology, it can be a machine learning technology, artificial intelligence, or robotic process automation. Then use this data, then analyze this data and come out with a solution to improve the productivity and retain the manpower. So the retention is going to be a very big challenge. Thank you very much. So if you have any queries, you can always write to us. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Manjunath.